This is GARIS Essays, that is 2 3-page opinion pieces on topics such as species dominance, the global state, politics, femtotech, religion, society and education, written by and read aloud by Prof. Dr. Hugo de Garis. This is essay number 1313, entitled H+ers, that is Humanity Plus-ers, and the Artilect, Opinion Poll Results, by Prof. Dr. Hugo de Garis. Email profhugodegaris@yahoo.com. Website profhugodegaris.wordpress.com. Abstract. This is my second essay on the theme of opinion polls on the issue of species dominance, that is, should humanity build godlike, massively intelligent machines in the coming decades? ? This essay reports on the third such opinion poll I have taken, but this time to a highly selected group of people, that is, attendees of the Humanity Plus conference that took place in Hong Kong, December 3rd, 4th of 2011. These people were sufficiently motivated in their beliefs that human beings should augment themselves with intellectual capacities that they chose to attend this conference. Hence, this opinion poll ought to reflect what such people think regarding the species dominance debate. The actual results were more than surprising. This essay also reinforces the need for the creation of a new branch of sociology called Artilect sociology that will investigate the sociological/psychological aspects of the species dominance debate. 1. Introduction. As I mentioned in the introduction of the first opinion poll essay, so the URL is all one word, hplusmagazine.com/2011/11/29 species, this is all one word, species-dominance-poll-results/. I've been complaining for years in the media, for example, here's the URL, youtube.com/watch, that's WATCH, question mark, little v equals little v, capital D, capital Z, little c, 9, capital Q, capital J, capital U, underscore, capital H, little g, that the level of optimism of people like Ray Kurzweil concerning the rise of massively intelligent machines, that's artilects equals artificial intellects, this century, is irresponsibly high. To counter this, in my view, excessive optimism, I came up with the idea to use opinion polls with the general public to benefit from the wisdom of the crowds. If the Pollyannists could see that a substantial proportion of humanity thought that the negative scenarios should be taken seriously, then maybe they would tone down the level of their optimism and become more realistic, more balanced, that is, more pessimistic. In the second half of 2001, I started taking opinion polls by creating questionnaires. This essay reports on the results of the third such poll. The results of the first two were given in the first polls essay. That's the link URL, hplusmagazine, that's all one word, .com/2011/11/29/ this is all one word, species-dominance-poll-results/. 2. The questionnaire. The questionnaire used in this third poll was identical to that used in the second. This questionnaire, in the actual format that was distributed to the people who filled it in, can be found at, again the link, profhugodegaris.files.wordpress.com/2011/11/ this is all one word, hugo-degaris-questionnaire.docx. On one side of the single-page questionnaire were definitions of the three main philosophies concerning the species dominance debate. These definitions were needed so that people who were new to the debate could familiarize themselves with the main viewpoints. The other side contained the questions. In December of 2011, I gave a talk to the Humanity Plus, H+, conference in Hong Kong, where I handed out the questionnaire. I handed out an identical questionnaire previously to a group of largely designers and architects, which I abbreviate to DA, Designers and Architects, DAers, at the Applied Brilliance meeting. Link www.appliedbrilliance, that's one word, .com. In October of 2011 in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, USA. I thought it would be interesting to compare the replies of these two groups, the H pluses and the DAers, since the H pluses are committed adherents of the philosophy that humanity should augment itself into super beings, that is, humanity plus, or H plus. I was curious to see if such a selected group would differ greatly from a non-techie group such as the DAers. Well, not unexpectedly they did, as can be seen in the next section, but there were some real surprises that I did not expect. Specifically, the DAs consisted of 42 respondees. 10 of them labelled themselves cosmists, that is, they believe that humanity should build Artilects, artificial intellects, massively intelligent machines. 7 labelled themselves Terrans, that is, they believe that humanity should not build Artilects, and 9 labelled themselves Cyborgists, that is, they believe that people should modify themselves to become Artilects. 16 were not sure. The H pluses consisted of 36 respondees. 4 of them labelled themselves Cosmists, 0 labelled themselves Terrans, and 29 labelled themselves Cyborgists. Surprise, surprise. 3 were not sure. Summarising. DA respondees, 42. Males, 24. Females, 18. Theists, 20. Atheists, 22. Youngies, that is less than 50, 23. Oldies, that is more than 50, 19. Cosmists, 10, that's 24%. Terrans, 7, that's 17%. Cyborgists, in red, 9, 21%. Not sure, 16, 38%. Raw data. Prof. Hugo de Garis.files.wordpress.com/2011/09/Art Brilliance Questionnaire Excel, all one word, .xls. H plus respondees, 36. Males, 26. Females, 10. Theists, 3. Atheists, 21. Blank, 12. Cosmists, 4, 11%. Terrans, 0, 0%. Cyborgists, in red, 29, 81%. Not sure, 3, that's 8%. Raw data, link, Prof. Hugo de Garis.files.wordpress.com/2011/09/HKPOL, one word, .xls. Note the dominance above, in red, of the cyborgists amongst the H pluses. This is not surprising, since cyborgism is the dominant idea of the H pluses. They want to add the plus to their humanness, that is, greater intelligence, greater memory, immortality, freedom from disease, etc. Notes on the questionnaire. The questionnaire consisted of 19 opinions that respondees were asked to give a 1 to 5 score to. 5 meant strongly agree, 4 meant moderately agree, 3 not sure, 2 moderately disagree, 1 strongly disagree. The number of people who scored 5 or 4 were said to be in the percentages below to have agreed. Those who scored 3 were said to be unsure. The number of people who scored 2 or 1 were said in the percentages below to have disagreed. For the raw scores, see profhugo.files.wordpress.com/2011/09/copy-of-h+excel.xls. The results are formatted as follows, taking one of the opinions as an example. Q10, so question 10. There should be a law limiting the intelligence of computers and robots. H plus, agree 17%, not sure 25%, disagree 56%. DA, agree 2%, not sure 21%, disagree 69%. Comments. The DAers disagreed a bit more than the H pluses on this. The opinion statement should be straightforward. H plus, agree 17%. Not sure, 25%. Disagree, 56%. Means that 17% of the H pluses agree, 25% weren't sure, 56% disagree. The abbreviations used were H plus for the Humanity Plus Conference attendees, DA for the designers and architects of the Applied Brilliance meeting. If the two groups differed by more than 15 percentage points, the percentages are given in red for emphasis. The percentages are followed by comments that summarize in words the main results of the opinion. 3. Poll results at Humanity Plus Conference, Hong Kong, December 3-4, 2011. Q1, that's question 1. Scientists should try to build computers that are smarter than people. H plus, agree 78%. Not sure, 19%. Disagree, 0%. The DAers agree, 57%. Not sure, 21%. Disagree, 17%. Comments, H pluses agreed a lot more than the DAers on this. Q2. People should be allowed to implant computers into their bodies. H pluses, 89% agree. 8% not sure, 0% disagree. The DAers, 55% agree. 33% not sure, 7% disagree. Comments, H pluses agree a lot more than the DAers on this. Question 3. Highly intelligent computers will be risky to human survival. H pluses agreed, 56%. Wow. Not sure, 25%. Disagree, 19%. The DAers agree, 31%. Not sure, 26%. Disagree, 38%. Comments. H pluses agreed more than the DAers on this. It's scary that half of H pluses think this. See below for general comments. Well, I'll wait for the general comments. Q4. It is against God and nature to build computers smarter than people. H pluses agree 0%. Not sure, 11%. Disagree, 89%. The DAers agree 2%. Not sure, 12%. Disagree, 81%. Comments. Both H pluses and DAers disagree strongly. Question 5. Building computers smarter than people should be against the law. H pluses agree 6%. Not sure, 14%. Disagree, 78%. DAers agree 0%. Not sure, 17%. Disagree, 79%. Comments. About 80% of both groups disagreed. 6. It's against natural law to build robots that are part human. H pluses agree 6%. Not sure, 3%. Disagree, 86%. The DAers agree 19%. Not sure, 24%. Disagreed, 50%. Comments. The H pluses disagreed a lot more than the DAers. Question 7. A war between robots and humans is likely to happen in the future. H pluses agree 11%. Not sure, 39%. Disagree, 47%. The DAers agree 14%. Disagree, 38%. Not sure, 38%. Disagree, 43%. Comments. About 40% of both groups weren't sure about this. Scary. Question 8. If superhuman robots are built, they may not care about humanity. H plus. Agree, 50%. Not sure, 28%. Disagree, 22%. DAers agree, 38%. Not sure, 38%. Disagree, 17%. Comments. About half of the H pluses agreed with this. Alarming for humans. Question 9. No one should be allowed to implant a computer in his or her body. H pluses agree, 3%. Not sure, 0%. Disagree, 97%. Not surprising. And the DAers agree, 7%. Not sure, 19%. Disagree, 64%. Comment. The H pluses overwhelmingly rejected this. Not surprising. Q10. There should be a law limiting the intelligence of computers and robots. H pluses agree, 17%. Not sure, 25%. Disagree, 56%. The DAers agree, 2%. Not sure, 21%. Disagree, 69%. Comments. The DAs disagreed a bit more than the H pluses on this. Q11. I'm frightened about the possibility of robots taking over the world. H pluses agreed, 22%. Not sure, 25%. Disagreed, 53%. And the DAs agreed, 21%. Not sure, 12%. Disagreed, 60%. Comments. A few more H pluses did not agree with this. A few more H pluses did not disagree with this. Question 12. It would be a great achievement to build robots smarter than humans. H pluses agree, 92%. Not sure, 6%. Disagree, 0%. And the DAs agree, 50%. Not sure, 31%. Disagree, 12%. Comments. The H pluses greatly supported this by a whopping 42 percentage points. That's surprising. Q3. There is 13. There's a real danger that superintelligent robots will wipe out humanity. H pluses agree, 47%. Not sure, 22%. Disagree, 31%. The DAs agree, 7%. Not sure, 31%. Disagree, 55%. Comments. Half of H pluses agree with this. This is highly significant. Historic moment. Q14. It is human destiny to build entities smarter than ourselves. H pluses agree, 44%. Not sure, 28%. Disagree, 19%. And the DAs agreed, 48%. Not sure, 14%. Disagree, 29%. Comments. Almost half of both groups agree on this. 15. Question 15. Scientists should leave the human genome as God and nature created it. H pluses agree, 0%. Not sure, 3%. Disagreed, 94%. Doesn't make sense. The DAs agreed, 17%. Not sure, 29%. Disagreed, 48%. Comments. The H pluses utterly rejected this. Question 16. Genetic engineering should be used to cure diseases and improve crops. The H pluses agreed, 89%. Not sure, 6%. Disagreed, 3%. The DAs agreed, 67%. Not sure, 19%. Disagreed, 7%. Comments. The H pluses really wanted this. 17. Tiny robots should be built to enter the human bloodstream and cure diseases. H plus agreed, 94%. Not sure, 6%. And disagreed, 0%. DAs agreed, 67%. Not sure, 19%. Disagreed, 7%. Comments. H pluses really want this. Q18. A species dominance war, Terrans versus Cosmos/Cyborgists, is coming. H plus agree, 8%. Not sure, 44%. Disagree, 44%. The DAs agree, 14%. Not sure, 29%. Disagree, 50%. Comments. Very few H pluses agreed, but more than 40% weren't sure. But what about H pluses replies to Q3 and Q13? See general comments below. Q19. Human beings and Artilects can peacefully coexist. H pluses agreed, 64%. Not sure, 33%. Disagree, 3%. The DAs agreed, 48%. Not sure, 31%. Disagree, 12%. Comments. 2/3 of H pluses agreed, but a third didn't. 4. General comments. What particularly struck me about the results of this questionnaire was the apparent contradiction of the H pluses between pro-Artilect questions 1, 2, 5, 6 and 9 on the one hand, and existential risk questions 3, 8, 13, 19 on the other. I got the impression that H+ers prefer to build Artilects even if it means that humanity's welfare is threatened, or even if humans are exterminated by the Artilects. This strikes me as odd, since the basic philosophy of the H+ers is to improve humanity, that is, to improve the capability of humans. My impression is that H+ers are advocating to a lesser degree the augmentation of humanity than they are advocating the swamping of humanity by a vastly superior intellectual capacity, whether via pure Artilects or advanced cyborgs. It looks as though the H+ers care more about becoming advanced cyborgs than they do about the fate of humans, and Terrans in particular. If this is so, then it seems likely, in my view, that the Terrans, anti-Artilectors, will treat the H+ers, who are overwhelmingly cyborgists, as much the enemy as they treat the cosmists. From the perspective of a Terran, there's a negligible difference between a pure Artilect and an advanced cyborg. Remember, a grain of sand of 1 millimeter cube that has been nanoteched, with one atom manipulating one bit of information and switching in femtoseconds, can outperform the switching speed of the human brain by a factor of a quintillion. That's 10 to the power 18. That is 1,000,000 trillion times. Integrating just one grain of nanotech sand into a human brain would convert the human into an Artilect in human disguise. Another apparent contradiction I felt was between the H+ers' answers to question 18 on the likelihood of an Artilect war between the Terrans and the Cosmos/Cyborgists, and their answers to existential risk questions 3, 8, 13, 19. It seems to me that if the H+ers really feel that these existential risks to humanity are as strong as they say, then it would be logical that the Terrans would want to go to war to stop these risks from materializing. Hence the likelihood of an Artilect war ought to be judged higher by the H+ers. My feeling is that the H+ers have not fully digested the political implications of their answers to the existential risk questions. Perhaps this might change as the implications sink in, and the whole species dominance issue is more discussed in the media over the next few years. As I mentioned in the first poll results essay, there's a lot of detail in these answers that merits deeper study. 5. A new branch of sociology, Artilect sociology. I repeat here the appeal I made in the first poll results essay, since I feel it is so important. Given that the rise of the Artilect will probably prove to be this century's dominant global political issue, it makes sense to suggest that the sociologists and psychologists need to get interested in this huge issue and apply their respective skills to its elucidation. I'm hoping that these two species dominance opinion poll essays will inspire ambitious young graduate students or young tenure-track professors in these two fields to undertake more comprehensive and more scientific studies on the species dominance issue. Once enough studies of this type are undertaken, we will be able to talk about the establishment of a new branch of sociology or psychology, namely Artilect sociology or Artilect psychology. Once it is established, professors can write textbooks and teach courses at undergraduate and graduate levels on the topic. Once the wisdom of the crowds is used in the species dominance debate, that is, should humanity build Artilects this century, then a more realistic, more balanced scenario of what is likely to happen can be created, instead of the naively and irresponsibly optimistic scenarios of the Pollyannists. Cheers. Prof. Dr. Hugo de Garis. Email profhugodegaris@yahoo.com. Website profhugodegaris.wordpress.com. YouTube channel name Hugo de Garis. Ciao.